It's a great life. You risk your skin catching killers, and the juries turn them loose so they can come back and shoot at you again. If you're honest, you're poor your whole life. And in the end, you wind up dying all alone on some dirty street. For what? For nothing. For a tin star.
Not forsake me, oh my darling, on this our wedding day.
They pardoned Frank Miller.
What is it,
I don't
Will?
believe it.
And that ain't all. Ben Miller is down for depot now. They asked about the noon train.
The noon train?
Will, you get out of this town. Get out of this town this very minute.
Do not forsake me, oh my darling. Wait long. The noonday train.
Why are you stopping?
It's no good. I've got to go back, Amy.
Why?
They're making me run. I've never run from anybody before.
They've got a new marshal.
Won't be here till tomorrow. Seems to me I've got to stay. I sent a man up 5 years ago for murder. He was supposed to hang. But up north they commuted it to life. Now he's free. Stay at the hotel until it's over.
No, I won't be here when it's over. You're asking me to wait an hour to find out if I'm going to be a wife or a widow. I mean it. If you won't go with me now, I'll be on that train when it leaves here.
I've got to stay.
Wait long, wait long, wait long, wait long.
And all the proud, yea, and all that do wickedly shall be as... Yes?
I need help. Looks like Frank Miller's coming back on the noon train. And I need all the special deputies I can get.
What I want to know is this. Ain't it true that Kane ain't no longer marshal? And ain't it true there's personal trouble between him and Miller?
I say it don't really matter if there's anything personal between Miller and the marshal here. We all know who Miller is and what Miller is.
Yes, we all know who Miller is, but we put him away once. And who saved him from hanging? The politicians up north. I say this is their mess. Let them take care of it.
You're right. We've been paying good money right along for a marshal and deputies. Now, the first time there's any trouble, we're supposed to take care of it ourselves. Well, what have we been paying for all this time?
Sure, we paid this man, and he was the best marshal this town ever had. And it ain't his trouble, it's ours. I tell you, if we don't do what's right, we're gonna have plenty more trouble. So there ain't but one thing to do now, and you all know what that is.
Don't you remember when a decent woman couldn't walk down the street in broad daylight? Don't you remember when this wasn't a fit place to bring up a child? How can you sit here and talk and talk and talk like this?
The commandments say, thou shalt not kill. If you're asking me to tell my people to go out and kill, and maybe get themselves killed, I'm sorry. I don't know what to say.
He's the best marshal we ever had. Maybe the best marshal we'll ever have. So if Miller comes back here today, it's our problem, not his. He didn't have to come back here today. And for his sake and the sake of this town, I wish he hadn't. Because if he's not here when Miller comes, my hunch is there won't be any trouble. Not one bit. Will, I think you better go while there's still time. It's better for you and it's better for us.
Man, I must be brave, and I must face that deadly killer. All I a coward.
This ain't really your job, you know.
Well, that's what everybody keeps telling me.
Yeah, when I tell you it means something, so you can just listen a second. Well, this is the way I see it. If you'd gone with a new marshal not due here till tomorrow, I'd be in charge around here, right?
Right.
Well, tell me this, then. If I'm good enough to hold down the job when there's trouble, how come the city fathers didn't trust me with it permanent?
I don't know. Maybe they figured you were too young.
You think I'm too young, too?
You sure act like it sometimes. Come on.
All you gotta do is tell the old boys when they come that I'm the new marshal. And tomorrow they can tell the other fellow they're sorry, but the job's filled.
Well, I can't do it.
You mean you won't do it? The truth is you probably talked against me from the start. Yeah, you've been washed up for more than a year. Well, you go out and get yourself married, only you can't stand anybody taking your place there, can you? Especially me.
Oh, to be on quick's love and duty. Supposing I lose my fair half beauty. Look at that big hand move along, yeah, in high noon. He made a vow.
You shouldn't have come back, Will.
Stupid.
I figured I had to. I figured I had to stay. You figured wrong.
In the 5th century B.C., the citizens of Athens, having suffered grievously under a tyrant, managed to depose and banish him. However, when he returned some years later with an army of mercenaries, those same citizens not only opened the gates for him, but stood by while he executed members of the legal government.
Why must you be so stupid, Will? Have you forgotten what he is? Have you forgotten what he's done to people? Have you forgotten that he's crazy? Nothing that happens here is really important. Now get out.
There isn't time.
What a waste. Good luck.
Thought it would be my life or his, and I'm not afraid of death, but oh, what will I do if you leave me? Do not forsake me, oh my darling.
I guess you all know why I'm here. I need deputies. I'll take all I can get. Some of you were special deputies when we broke this bunch. I need you again. Now.
Things were different then, Kane. You had 6 steady deputies to start off with. Everyone a top gun. You ain't got but 2 now.
You ain't got 2. Our pal here says he just quit.
We all know what Miller's like. That's why I'm here. How about it?
You made that promise when we wed. Do not forsake me, oh my darling.
Mildred, he's coming. Now you do like I told you. I'm not home. Don't let him in. No matter what he says, I'm not home.
He won't believe me. He'll know I'm lying.
You do like I tell you.
Over as far as Sam in?
No. No, he isn't. He's in church, Will. He's gone to church.
Without you?
I can't be leaving until I shoot Frank Miller dead.
Ever since I was a kid, I wanted to be like you, Mark. You've been a lawman all your life. Will you come down to that depot with me?
No. No, I couldn't do nothing for you. You'd be worried about me. You'd get yourself killed worrying about me.
Will. I guess I forgot about you, Herb. I'm sure glad you're here.
But when are the other boys gonna get here? We gotta make plans.
The other boys? There aren't any other boys, Herb. It's just you and me.
You're joking.
No, I couldn't get anybody.
I don't believe it. This town ain't that low.
Do you want out, Herb?
Look, I'll tell you the truth. I didn't figure on anything like this, Will.
Neither did I.
This is different, Will. This ain't like what you said it was gonna be. This is just plain committing suicide. And for what? Why me? I'm no lawman. I got a wife and kids. What about my kids?
Go on home to your kids, Herb.
Oh, to be torn twixt love and duty, supposing I lose my fair half beauty. Look at that big hand move along, near in high noon. He made a vow while in state's prison, vowed it would be my life or his, and I'm not afraid of death, but oh,